from the network, it's Holly, and I hope you're all having a brilliant day. I'm here with your Hammers headlines for today, Tuesday, the 24th of October, 2023, run in association with the great guys at kumb.com. Check them out if you haven't already. And if you enjoy this video, please give us a thumbs up so that we know. Without further ado, let's jump straight into today's headlines. So West Ham continue our search for a striker, which is something that we've said for about 10 years now. So one of our biggest targets looks to be Stuttgart's Sergio Garazi, I believe that's how we pronounce it. So the challenge that we have with him is that his value is continuously increasing because he does seem like a very exciting player, having scored 14 goals in 8 Bundesliga games. So great stats, great target. Slightly concerning that he might cost the absolute world. Adam Hlozek and Vangelis Pavlidis are two names that we will be familiar with from Bayer Leverkusen and AZ Alkmaar, who are also said to be on our radar for that spot. And there are also reports that we could be interested in signing Karim Konate from Salzburg. So any of these players would probably strengthen our options, as the striker situation is now getting pretty serious. Antonio's form has dropped off and we cannot rely on him. Simply put, week in, week out, we need other options. It basically leaves us with him and Danny Ings, unless we push the likes of Bowen or Kudus into that position. Or obviously start looking at academy players. But I suppose in terms of the ideal situation, you'd have a proven striker at the top level. I still do want to see people given a chance, but there we are. So to put everything into perspective, Antonio currently has 2 goals in 10 games for us, averaging 1.72 shot creating actions per 90 minutes. Virgil van Dijk has 1.75 per game, and he plays as a centre-back. So simply put, that's not great from our main striker. The other problem that we have is when Antonio isn't scoring, he doesn't do too much off the ball at times, and it's very frustrating to watch, as I'm sure a lot of you would agree. It's not to say that he has to leave. I'm one that doesn't think that we need to desperately get rid of him, but I do think that we need competition, healthy competition, and an option like a starting striker that starts above him, and maybe bring him on as an impact sub, because we've seen that he plays well as an impact sub. He gets tired when he's running around for 90 minutes. He isn't one to be able to chase for 90 minutes. His build is just not suited to that. So it would make sense that we bring in somebody ahead of him. And we've been signing really talented players, and we're obviously looking to take our signings to the next level and show ambition and really get creative with the players that we're now bringing in. So here's hoping that Steiten is on the job and agrees that this is an incredibly important position for us to focus on January and next summer as well. So up next, Olympiacos security. West Ham fans travelling to the Olympiacos game this week will be in a coach convoy with police protection after Olympiacos' recent game was suspended due to fan violence. A player from this is where I mispronounced this one, Panathinaikos team was hit by a firework, leading to police presence being increased dramatically for this game. And both that team and Olympiacos will be playing at home on Thursday, meaning 4 sets of fans, football fans, will descend upon Athens. And hopefully there's not going to be any crowd trouble and everyone can just enjoy a nice safe game of football. But travelling Hammers will be searched on arrival and locked in the stadium for 30 minutes after full time to keep them as safe as possible. That said, with only one route in and out of the stadium, it's likely that that could actually increase tension before and after the game. So however you're getting there, Hammers, make sure you travel safely, travel in numbers, and most importantly, enjoy the game if you are heading there, because it is very exciting to follow West Ham wherever they may play. Now, looking forward, after our disappointing performance against Villa, it sounds as though the players aren't letting it get to their heads and that we're keen to brush it off and go again. Jared Bowen spoke with West Ham and he said, "It's not easy, but we deal with it and face it. It's done now. Obviously, it was an awful day from all of us and something you don't want to be on the back of, especially conceding 4 goals. It's really disappointing and, like I said, a poor performance from us. It's done now. The good thing is that there are a lot of games coming up for us, so we could have Sunday night to be down about it, but Monday brought a new week. We go to Greece in midweek before we go back to the Premier League, and like I said, we have a lot of games to put it right." So the team are clearly under no illusions that it was a terrible performance, wasn't it? But it is good to hear that it is being addressed and that they are keen and they're preparing and working behind the scenes to hopefully set it right. I spoke about this in my last video. We have a lot of winnable, technically winnable Premier League games coming up. So this is going to be a real opportunity for us to either sink or swim, basically. If we can pick up points and get, say, 9 points from the next 3 or 4 games, I think we'll be in a really nice position in the Premier League, and it will really set us in good stead to keep climbing with confidence high. I think if we start dropping points against these teams, we face a difficult run of fixtures later in the season, and it's going to start getting a bit more negative, which simply put, we don't want that, do we? So hopefully we can change that. So there we go. Those are your Hammers headlines for today, run in association, as I said, with KUMB.com. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. We really do appreciate it. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe. You can also become a member if you'd like the chance for monthly prize draws, exclusive content, and much more. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, and I want to hear your thoughts as well on all of the above. So drop us a comment. Make sure you watch today's daily as well, where I was chatting about Alvarez and his comments, which took me a little bit by surprise because he essentially started flirting for a summer move after saying that he loves it at West Ham, which is not what we want to be hearing. But let me know your thoughts. Drop us a comment. Thank you so much. Have a great day. And until next time, come on, you Irons.